Greetings, citizens. Recently, STL Youngblood did a video on his thoughts for how profit sharing and crew payments might work. I would like to take this time to respond. First, I would like to thank him for the video. It was well done and well thought out. His laying out of his main assumption at the beginning of his video, that all persons involved were at minimum on friendly terms, if not friends, is a very good place to start. Explaining his definitions of cost, revenue, and profits were also good, thus allowing everyone to work with the same definitions. He then breaks down the costs, the cost of goods to be sold, fuel, and maintenance, and possibly repairs. But here is the first place I would like to disagree with him. If we are looking at this from the point of view of the Hull B pilot, the monies paid out to the escort pilots would in fact be a cost. This might be a bit of a nitpick, or an argument of semantics, but for the Hull pilot, that is money he's going to have to pay out, even if he cannot make money off the sale. Because not many people, even friends, will do a run if they might not get paid. Let's look at this from a slightly different perspective for a second. Let's say the 3 escorts were NPCs. They charged a flat rate, and the game mechanics make you pay them in advance. The charge is 58,000 credits, just as in the example that Youngblood proposes. Thus, the Hull pilot would be looking at a cost of 896,000 UEC, meaning that if he takes no damage and gets the full value of his cargo, he would make a profit of 106,000 UEC, or 11.83%, as opposed to the 36.5% profit before the split in Youngblood's example. In both examples, everyone makes the same amount of money. It's just the percentages are more clear. The escort pilots get 6.16% of the total value of the trip in pay, and the Hull pilot would make 11.83%. As he points out, more than likely, these will be settled upon before the trip. For my part, I would say that a flat contract will be the standard. Base it on jumps, distance, or cargo. But the question is, how will the rate be determined? Would this change if instead of 1 million UEC, the cargo was valued at 10? Would the escort pilots still be fine with 58,000 UEC as payout, which would be 0.6%? What if the Hull pilot is unsure of the value of his cargo? Or it's an NPC-based mission and the reward is reputation or other physical goods? Would the escorts expect to be paid in kind, or would they need to be paid in the UEC value of those goods? It's in everyone's best interest, and it makes the most budgeting sense to know how much a run is going to cost before you make the run. If you're only going to net 200,000 UEC, but the escort costs and fuel costs are 250,000 UEC, the Hull pilot would be taking a loss, even though the cargo is sold for a gain, which would make the run a no-go before it even left. In this case, a percentage split would be the best. However, even in that case, more than likely the profit per person would make the run not worth it. In all of this, we have not addressed the return trip either. There might not be enough cargo of a decent value to make a return trip. Thus, for the escorts, they either need to find someone going back to their point of origin, or they have to eat the fuel and risk of going home. There are still other questions that we should ask ourselves about this kind of endeavor. Unfortunately, we don't have enough information to go on from here. Again, I would like to thank STL Youngblood for his video. Have a great day. Fly safe.